Yeah, bullish, of course. So
I personally wanted us to hit the lower hourly with how we were closing and selling off.
wow, we have
We
stark
hit this
highs.
lower hourly, get another crazy reaction, I'd be tempted. I will say though that ES is just like shit. ES in the high time frame right now is absolutely horrendous. You should have name your socials Ant-Man. What do you mean? Oh, like my username be Ant-Man? That would have been called Ant-Man. It's not a more accurate nickname. What do you mean, VTEX? So the wicks to the upside are, I mean, this is a big one. Maybe that one. I mean, it's kind of just wicked in both directions right now. It's been tough sledding, man. It's been tough sledding. It's a lot of days where shit's just like, 100% clear. That 30-second from the 5-minute would not have been a very good trade in my opinion. There was one. I don't like that trade at all. Could work, I guess. I mean, anything could, but if you're targeting a low that just displays higher. Granted, like we obviously have the idea of rooting for us to come back down and resweep it and tap into the lower hourly, but like to take a trade to it is like sus. You got this little baby. It's like thinking and attacking and defending terms. You got this little baby 5-minute attacking a low that tapped into an hourly already, even if it isn't the lower hourly, versus defending against triple 5-minute equal highs. Just up to the 1-minute. Was that one?
We're watching Tony Trap just for fun. That's it.
Yeah, he has to tap the lower hourly, but there isn't really an entry on NQ. I guess you maybe could have taken this 30-second, but I wouldn't want to take that. There's a 1-minute, Aiden. If you would wanted to wait for the 1-minute. ES also did not hit the lower hourly. Yeah, ES did not actually hit it anyway. I gotta stop reading stuff you guys say and then just trusting it without looking. Like every time I look over, I'm just like, oh wait a minute. Yeah, I didn't like that 30-second at all, personally. My bias is bullish lean, but only a lean. But it's definitely bullish lean deal. Lately, micros have been hitting levels a lot more than, or without the main ones hitting them a lot, I feel like. It's weird. Probably not Evo, honestly. Because if we're getting back up there, it's starting to look more bullish. It's hard to say. Because like these are the triple equal highs. I think they're a good target, but they're also internal 15-minute highs. It's not really a PD array. It's like a mitigated 15-minute gap. It's not really a PD array on a higher time frame, so it's not like the sickest rejection spot. Yeah, we've been editing levels for sure. It's been a weird week. It's been an ugly week. It's been an ugly 2 weeks. I don't know what you mean, Benda. Yeah, it has been. I mean, the first week that I had some of those fuck ups, I really don't think that was April's fault. I think that first week I was just overthinking and missed some good setups and shit. But then the last 2-ish weeks have been pretty eh. 5-minute inverse. No, I'm not taking that. Could be a free break even, but you edged the one out on both of them. We won't see your tabs. I don't care if you see my tabs. I don't want to full screen it because I don't want my trade syncer to be taken away, which is on the right. There is the unmitigated hourly at your stop, but also, I mean, at this point we're drawing towards these highs, right? So it's like not the worst idea. It's just not also the best. And we did tap into an hourly. There is a chance. This hourly that we tapped into isn't like hella a discount or anything. Like there is a chance that it's enough to send us up. See, we hit equilibrium, so. This is the type of trade that would edge TP though, Joseph. It wasn't like a A+ setup. It wasn't a crazy delivery spot. That's the thing about like low probability setups that start playing out is like even if they start playing out, they're always going to be like a worse chance of running to full TP kind of thing. I do think that overall this year has been pretty tough relative to, I mean, but obviously like February and January I thought were pretty ugly. January especially. And then, but I think they're always kind of ugly. March was, in my opinion, awesome. I had a great time in March. Usually summer does do better. I mean, the thing is like, what is bad PA? Like when we say, will PA stay like this forever? Like stay like what? Like stay with like there's obviously the crazy tweets that come sometimes, but that only happens here and there. There's I think the worst part about what's happening this past week, the worst part of PA you could say, is the indecisive like lack of clarity on some of the biases. Like you guys know my strength is obviously my bias in determining a DOL, and there's just been a lot of days where you could make arguments for both sides. Like even like right now with the way the ES is rejecting all-time highs and not closing above, having this weird ass deal, but then there's the break in correlation with NQ being way above, looking hella bullish. It's like there's always been like this, or recently there's been like this weird mix. That's part of why, I don't know if you guys remember me saying, if you remember me saying, that's part of why I was like rattled about the break even last Friday? Or the 215 point trade thing, because I knew So that was like, it was less, it wasn't even like FOMO about missing out on the W. It was just like, it's sad that we didn't end up getting to take advantage of it as well as we could have. Patty and Blake haven't really been smacking. I mean, Patty's taken some good, like, a lot of Patty's setups are ones that long term I don't think are that high probability. Blake has been having, Blake's month looks pretty similar to my month right now. I mean, there were two break-even days that I had that were break-even for me that were W's for Blake because he took his 1-1 and his piece of the pie. But then also that huge banger we had 2 Fridays ago, Blake closed way earlier, so it kind of evens out, you know. It's been a lot of no trade days and break-even days, which is always tough. Yeah, midway, probably. If we came down and reswept the lower hourly, I would probably be down to long. But it's like, what are we even doing right now? No, I think that you should target whatever your model is and strategy is. Like the guys who have been saying like, oh, I've been getting break even. Like I think Micah said it the other day. Like if you're just because you're getting break even a lot doesn't mean you should change your strategy. Like that's just a temporary thing. Unless you've taken the time to back test and see, you know, what going break even and or taking 1-1 RR looks like for you. Unless you know that that's like what's best for you long term, then just continue doing what you're doing. Like you could argue that if I traded the exact same way that I traded in March, which was always just TPing whenever ES took the most recent swing high rather than going for my draws, like 2 of my 5 break evens recently would have been wins. And, you know, obviously that'd be nice. But I also think that starting to go for my draws long term, based on what I've back tested and based on, you know, where I'm at with everything, is going to make it so I make more money long term. So it's like I could change it, but why would I? So I think that same thing applies for even if you've been getting break even a lot. Unless you go back, test your strategy, and decide like, oh, okay, me taking 1-1s is better for me long term. In which case, yeah, fuck it, go for it. But don't like go based on the fact that, oh, recently for a week I've been getting break even, so now I should switch what I'm targeting. You know, that's just super silly. How the hell would I know, Aiden? I wasn't trading back then. I wish I was trading back then. It seemed like post-COVID, all-time highs were easy. Yeah, I mean, technically just pressing buy button and chilling lately would have worked pretty well. There were a couple days that would have worked. But if you go back and back test that year and get smacked, you go back to boost your confidence and then you just get absolutely railed. Yeah, that too. There has been huge moves. There's been big moves happening outside of New York session for sure. For sure. It's been weird. Like, bro, I remember, maybe I'm misremembering, but I feel like I remember in the beginning of my trading career, like in 2024-ish and stuff, like, Asia and London would legit be, like, nothing. Like, they would literally move, like 30 points. And yeah, lunch has had some moves, too. I don't really know why it is, Reese. I think the market is just in a weird spot. I think there's a huge, I mean, you guys have heard me say this a million times where I don't follow politics or fully understand them. So take this with a grain of salt. But I feel like there's a huge lack of congruence between what's going on in the world right now and the market. Like, not even in the Trump tweets sense, but in the sense that I feel like there's a really negative sentiment around like life in general right now in America. And so, and like the economy and everything else. And so like the fact that we're at all-time highs feels super bizarre to me, to where it's like, I don't know, like I just have like an intuitive feeling that it's super fake and that one of these days we're just going to get some insane nuclear sell-off and everyone's going to be panicking. Yeah, everyone's going to be panicking and talking about how it's like this huge crash, like it's like 2008 all over again or whatever. It's just like, it just feels, but again, like I really do not have any, yeah, dude, I didn't even mean to say nuclear, but yeah, like I literally have no, like if you asked me to explain that point further, I couldn't, like I have no explanation other than just like, it's what it feels like based on what I see and based on what I hear people saying. I have no actual knowledge that makes it so that that's like a real point. I'm pretty sure this 5 minute that we're targeting is actually mitigated on ES, so. Like this is the thing, right? Like we're looking for setups naturally, and we could get a good one. But this already, even if we sweep these lows and get an inverse to the upside, exactly like what we're looking for, this is already a lower probability setup than like a good one would be. Because the equal highs in the 5 minute and unmitigated 5 minute are a 5 minute that's already tapped on ES for one. It's this one. And for two, it's also internal highs in a 15 minute. Like it's like a 15-minute gap. It's not even just the unmitigated 5 minute gap. You know, like when things are perfect and going well, this is untapped on both of them. It's not a 15-minute gap that was hit. If anything, it's like an untapped 15-minute too. So it's like just everything. It's just not as clean as you'd like it to be. Yes, it creates an equal highs. And you guys are going all sorts of directions with this. I like it. I like everybody coming up with the ideas. It's tough. It's just not good conditions regardless. We're barcoded. If we got like a hella clean inverse out of this hourly with the LRL build, it'd be tough to fade. But it does not look as good as it was looking before. Especially with this giant ass wick on the 4 hour starting to form. Like you got the unmitigated, what's it called below, remember that I was saying? Unmitigated daily gaps, technically. Huge 5 minute candle close. Yeah, we could be going for dog for sure. I wouldn't be surprised with how ES was closing at all-time highs like we were saying before. I really wouldn't be. It just ends up being bearish. hopefully it makes it easy on us and just doesn't even give any long entry or anything, which it looks like it might not. This is end dog fill on ES, and then this is just end dog tap on NQ. End dog fill on NQ would be that. Yeah, structure's cooked. Could be midway. You'd want it to inverse all these deals as it closes, and then we could maybe get a 5-minute continuation short. It's been good. The thing is, though, is like it's been great training. It's great training to sit on your hands. Good for everybody to get used to being more patient, because it's like at this point with how the market's been moving, you almost have to be going into it with the attitude of just being like fuck it, like, and not super attached to outcomes. The only way you can sit here and stay sane anyway. So it's good for everybody. Yeah, I mean, we've tapped into plenty of stuff. We're in an hourly, we're in a 30-minute on ES. There isn't really an entry. The structure kind of got cooked by that sell-off. This 2-minute opens up, and then we got a 2-minute inverse. Could be something, but even then, you got the 3-minute right above. Five-minute flip bullish though. Opened. Alright, so you would need the 2-minute. We basically need this 3 minutes to be inverse, honestly. You'd basically need it to be, because otherwise the 5 minutes is going to open. So you kind of have to have it. Top loss isn't good. You don't have to put it to the low, but even if you did put it to the low, you could just size down. Realistically, on a setup like this, I mean, there's no harm in targeting something like this so you can get your 1-to-1. There's no harm in targeting like all-time highs, basically. I mean, the candle's not going to close till 10 a.m. opens anyway, so there's no other choice but to wait. It looks like it might just get cooked. I don't think the 3 minutes can inverse. Big old 4-hour wick. Big old bearish close on a yes. Crazy. Like, look at this. This 4-hour close, big wick, swept these highs, closed back below down here. Does not give me a ton of confidence in longing, to be honest. upper hourly, it looks like. Yeah, ended up respecting the upper hourly, so. It's just a mix. You know, it's a mix. I don't think anything is good right now. I think everything sucks. I think that you can make an argument for both sides, high time frame. And neither. Make an argument for both sides and neither side. I'm glad we're doing this together. Right? Right, guys? I'm glad we're suffering through this all together. That'll make it when we're all cashing together all the more sweeter. All of us sitting through this nonsense that it's been lately. This is nonsense shit. The 167-second inversion. What's that? 2 minutes 47 seconds. It's a good time frame. This turned into an untapped 15-minute on ES, which is cool. I don't like the 5-minute con short because we respected this upper hourly and we tapped into this hourly and we're at all-time highs. So it's like even if it plays out, even if end dog is the draw, it's like a sketchy trade. Maybe on the 5-minute ifvg, but I think that's sketchy too. I just think everything is sketchy right now. Do you guys see, like, surely you understand, like, as I'm explaining this, why everything is sketchy. It's just a sketch spot. And it's like, even if you, let's say you fade a setup when conditions are like this, and it's like it plays out, right? And you're sitting there and you're like, it's easy to feel all sorts of feelings of like FOMO. It's easy to feel like, oh shit, like am I not as good at this as I thought I was? The fact that I missed out on it. You'll see like somebody on social media took the trade. You're like, fuck. And it's easy to feel all those feelings. But realistically, what's the only thing that matters is your execution and the money that you're making. So if you knew that you could fade 10 mid setups and that long term it would get you to where you want to go financially, would you really give a fuck? Like, would you really even care about fading a mid-ass setup that is an A+, even if it plays out? Like, no, it'd just be like, god damn, that sucks. But then you move on. Honestly, what we should have done with my short yesterday, like that was a trade that was avoidable. And so in the same breath, like, even if these play out, like even if a 5-minute continuation plays out, think of it this way, right? If you took this 5-minute continuation and it lost, how easy would it feel to be after the fact, like feeling like an idiot because of you targeting lows that are in an hourly that was being respected, right? Like it'd be so easy to feel like, why the hell did I even just take that? If this 5-minute closes hella strong, I think it's going to though. Yeah, it's fine. Maybe trade hammer. Yeah, I would say ideally at this point, an idea that I could see working out in our favor would be if we manipulated down and reswept this low on one of them and not the other one, made a new leg, and then got an inverse to the upside. That'd be cool. No, Elias, my code is unlimited. On what? Proper. What's it say? What's it say when you try and use my code? many attempts? Can you take a screenshot? See, now if this 5-minute inverses, it's like sus though too. If we didn't sweep and we're not delivering off what we were beforehand, and it's taking time to get there. There's no significant equal low, I don't think. Yeah, there's no equal low that I would care about. I don't even know what equal low you're talking about. Actually, I think I would still take this, to be honest. What equal low are you talking about? That? Yeah, I don't care about that. Yeah, it's just a 4-minute equal low, but we look like we've tapped into the 15-minute, tapped into a 30-minute, tapped into an hourly, right? Like we're not going to not take this as delivering off of this just because of a 4-minute equal low. What's up, J3? ES close to sweeping what? On what, Elias? I was gonna say. $10 million, fuck. If you don't make at least $1 million, you suck at trading. There's no reason to focus on how much RR is good in a week. That's just a stupid way to look at it and an attachment to outcomes. Just focus on executing every individual day to the best of your ability, and the money will come. Am I gonna take this? It's a good question. I'm tempted. I'd like to. I wish that this was not as gross as it is. It's a pretty gross deal. I think because of what we're delivering on, it would be hard not to. But you can only pass, no, you can't pass flexes in one day. Flexes are 2 days, I think, or 3. I don't even remember. But they're still better than pros, in my opinion, because pros have buffers. Why would I be in? It hasn't even closed. I think the RR might get a little cooked. And the thing is, though, is like, what are the odds we don't hit these highs, right? So it's kind of like a free break even. So I will take this. Also get a big rejection wick. Alright, took it. We'll see. I think this one's better than yesterday's for sure. My stop's just at the 5-minute low. Prayers up for us taking the equal highs. We'll see though if the conditions get us. Or if all-time high can push us up. Can all-time highs push us up? Or not? 168 is specifically my stop. If this ends up losing, it's just a matter of conditions, bro. It's just that we're still chopping around as much as we are. In which case, maybe a re-sweep will end up getting a better entry. But I think with the 5-minute close, closing as strong as it did, with us bouncing on a 2 hour or a 1 hour and a 30-minute, and with us respecting that upper hourly, like, I'm definitely cool to take a stab at it. Plus we have the equal highs as a break even, so we will see. You also got the untapped 15-minute on ES. Could be a draw. 15-minute candle closing bullish. Good trade. No matter what happens, good trade. Yes, I'm in. If yes, it's the 15-minute, I'll go break even. Would have liked for it to displace away a little bit quicker. That's a nice little push. Can we get to our break even though? Or are we going to get our break even edged? Yes, at the 15-minute. You could break even. You could break even with the yes in the 15-minute. Tough decision, tough decision, tough decision, tough decision. I think I'm going to hold until our equal highs. I might end up, like, emergency going break even in a sec, though. Be ready. Right, I'm going to go break even. There you go. Hit our break even. Alright, W trade, boys. See if we can run it up. See if we can push to all-time highs here. W trade. Or if we're just going to get break even demon. Come on, one time, NQ. This is a good break even no matter what at the end of the day. This is not one where we're going to have to worry about if it was the right decision or not. Come on, baby girl. Please, we're due. Do the thing, all-time highs. Do the all-time highs thing where we just go long forever. There's no 15-minute on NQ, right? I don't know. Do the all-time highs thing. That's over your consistency, Abe. Not again. Not again. Damn it, dude. What the hell? I'm so sick of this. I hate trading. one of the biggest separators, and part of why I'm upset about yesterday, like one of the biggest separators and the thing that ultimately will get you over the hump with becoming profitable isn't catching more wins, it's avoiding more losses. So it's like dodging these trades that are just kind of mid. It's like, yeah, that's like the sauce, honestly, low key. Yeah, I bet that we will ultimately see. I bet that we will see a lot of people got break even on the same trade. I'm sure. I'm sure we're gonna see a lot of people get break even on that. How many trades did I take this week? 5. Yeah, I did enter off this 5 minute. This is our month so far on these top steps. Yeah, just a brutal last few weeks. How is the 5 minute inverse still valid if it already got mitigated? I don't know what you really mean by that. Peace elevate. Oh, since there was a big rejection way first, it's still valid just because of, honestly, like you heard what I was saying before we took the trade and being hesitant about it. I think the biggest thing is just what we were delivering from was pretty hard to deny, right? Like we were respecting the hourlies, respecting the 4 hour, all-time high bias. It's kind of like you had to take it, especially with the candle close. Yeah, the candle close hella strong. You had equal highs. Untapped 15 minute on ES. Right? The inverse was it wasn't the best in the sense that the first one was a rejection wave, but then the literal next candle was this massive good body close. So like if you envision this, if you look at this on the 5 minute, right? And if you pretend that this was a 1 minute and not a 5 minute, like that'd be good enough, right? I mean, I would think that'd be good enough for an ifvg entry. So it's like it's sketchier on the 5 minute, but on the it's what's it called? It was a good enough close.
Guys, we got fucking break even. Watch this shit run to the moon now. Unbelievable work. Unbelievable.
I'm the right man.
Well, continuation longs now would be kind of sus because it's like after we tapped into that gap, hit a 15-minute gap on ES that we're rejecting. You know? Yeah, I took a break even. Lately, I think you guys can just join and assume automatically that.
I will join later. This probably run, okay? High chances will run. I don't know, but let's see.